Hey, what's up, guys? This is Joe Garcia, GarciaMMA.com. We are on the line with Mike Hernandez. He'll be fighting Johnny Bedford for the WXC title. What's going on, Mike?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So tell me about how you're preparing for this fight, man. How you feeling?
I'm preparing. I'm rolling a lot more. I lost my last fight. I got it doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, and I wrestled since I was a baby. So just trying to get back into that, so I feel more comfortable when it does go to the ground.
Yeah, just in case, in the event, you may or may not wind up on your back. I could see that. Who are you training your jiu-jitsu with up there?
I'm training with James Lee, and I'm training with Detroit Jiu-Jitsu downstairs in Michigan Top Team, and I'm training at Arena. God, I'm not a full gym, but that's where James Lee's teaching now. Powerhouse on Heinrich and Hall Road in Macomb.
Man, James Lee, that's a veteran, man. That dude's been around for a long time. That's a household name in Michigan MMA. What kind of things have you been able to pick up being around a UFC veteran and an overall veteran of the sport like that? What's it like training with James Lee?
He knows his stuff. I mean, when he teaches you something, you're like, wow. I mean, I'm a 10-3 professional fighter, and he makes me like he's an amazing coach. I mean, I can't say nothing bad about him. He's a good person and a good coach. So I like working with him. This is my first camp working with him, and I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah, that dude's been around for a long time. Detroit Jiu-Jitsu, too. Danny Adjemi, I'm very familiar with those guys. Anthony Fawaz, we here in Brasa Toledo, we train with those guys a lot. I imagine you're probably getting a really good look from those guys. Detroit Top Team, Darren Cruikshank. You get a lot of guys up there at Detroit Top Team that are maybe similar to Johnny's style.
Michigan Top Team.
Oh, Michigan Top Team.
But yes, I'm getting a lot of looks. So their striking's amazing. Like you said, Darren Cruikshank is probably top 10 in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not even joking. I mean, I understand what's happening and everything with him, but his striking is phenomenal. And I think he'll be back. If he gets his mind on right, I think he'll be back in the UFC in no time.
Yeah, absolutely. And his dad, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to work with his dad, but his dad, Dean, is just an encyclopedia of striking. Just best kept secret in striking in Michigan, I think. So tell me a little bit.
Dean is definitely a good coach. Dean is definitely a good coach.
Tell me a little bit about the backstage stuff that happened with you and Johnny. So you get in your face or something like that? What's the beef there?
No, I mean, I never really had beef with him. I mean, I backed out of the fight. Everyone thinks I was scared. Whoever knows me knows I'm never going to back out of a fight, especially when I'm getting paid the most I've ever been paid in an MMA fight. So I was not scared of Johnny. He was going on the internet saying, oh, this guy's scared. I backed out 2 weeks before the fight. You think I wanted to do that? No, I fractured my ribs. And anyway, I saw all the comments he was saying and all the stuff on the internet, which I shouldn't even be paying attention to because it's going to go on forever.
It bothers me. It gets to you, though.
You're always going to have those keyboard heroes,
Yeah.
But I went to the show. They asked me to go face-to-face with them. I did not want to at all. I knew it was going to be a problem as soon as we went face-to-face. And after the show was over, we did face-to-face, and before the next show, because I knew I was going to fight him. I wanted to fight him really bad. So, anyway, yeah, we did face-to-face, and I talked a little shit to him, and then he smacked me like a little coward.
Man.
And then the security grabbed me, and whatever, that all happened.
So that's definitely so. I imagine there's probably not going to be a glove touch then.
What's that?
I said I imagine there's probably not going to be a glove touch at the beginning of the fight.
Man, I don't care. I can take a smack. I'm a professional fighter. I've been hit a lot harder. I mean, the guy's just who he is. He's a cocky asshole, and I'm just gonna put my fist in his mouth. That's as I can. I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna win this fight. I don't see how this guy is gonna take me down. I don't see how this guy is gonna even be near my level. I don't even think he's near my level. So I just gotta be confident upstairs, and as long as my mind is right, I should definitely get the W.
Well, you certainly sound mentally prepared. You sound like you've been playing the fight over in your head quite a bit. You're working with a good crew of coaches, so that's really good. I think it's going to be an exciting fight. So you're 10-3, you said, as a professional.
10-3. I just lost my last fight. It was not my performance. My head was not in it. My cardio was in it. It's just when your mind's not in the fight, you lose the fight.
Your body's not either yet.
I believe your mind is everything, and if your mind's not in it, you're screwed. I feel like cardio is a lot, but I feel like if your mind's in it, your mind being in it is better than being
Yeah, absolutely. It's the least worked muscle, they say, is the mental muscle. You got to be mentally prepared for fights, and yeah, like you said, if you go into a fight mentally defeated or not 100% there, then your body's going to follow suit.
Yeah, I'm just thinking too much. I think too much. I'm 30 years old. I mean, I know time's ticking, but I gotta embrace this. I gotta enjoy this moment. I gotta enjoy what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying to do with this camp. I'm trying to change up my ways and trying to enjoy fighting more instead of caring about the fans and doing it for them all the time. I'm trying to enjoy it for myself and enjoy what I'm doing and inspire people on the way.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. So how many camps is this now with James Lee and with Michigan Top Team? Is this your first camp with them, or have you been with them for a while?
Michigan Top Team I've been with for a while. I've been with them since my 5th fight. So basically most of my career I've been with Michigan Top Team. But James Lee in Arena, their gym, this is my first camp training with them, and I like it a lot.
Was there anything in particular?
I'm never leaving Michigan Top Team. Michigan Top Team's
Your
my
home.
number one gym, but Arena is definitely a gym I'm going to be supporting and working with now.
Was there anything in particular after your last fight that made you want to seek out James Lee in the Arena, or did they find you, or how did that meeting come about?
I've seen him working with a few of my teammates, and they both won. So they both won their fights. Derek Mendel and Randa Marcos, they came up and they put on phenomenal shows. And he's in the UFC, and he just got his 7th win for King of the Cage, and he won the title. So, or he officially won the title. He was the what do you call the champ? That's
Intern?
the champ got hurt. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and Derek Mendel defended it and beat the guy that had it. So I'm proud of that guy. He's a hard worker, and he did awesome. So.
And on the subject of the UFC, obviously Johnny Bedford, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He had a couple fights in the UFC, he did so. With him being, I wouldn't say fresh off the UFC, but him being a recent UFC veteran, with a victory over him and you being 10-3, and if you beat Bedford moving to 11-3, do you think that'll put you in that spotlight for a potential call to the bigger show?
No, I don't. I think I need a couple more wins. But after my last performance, I feel I don't belong in the UFC. I still need a lot of work on it. I'm 30 years old, and I just have to take one step at a time. If I get my shot, I will put my whole life into it, and I'll be ready to go, just like I'm putting everything into it right now. So, if the UFC calls, I'll be very excited. That'll be awesome. But I think it will take a couple more fights, 2 or 3 more at least. And I just gotta embrace it and enjoy this. That's all I'm trying to do is enjoy this while I'm young and ready. I gotta stop thinking I'm 30 and stop thinking negative thoughts and trying to be a positive person and just go and have some fun in this fight and knock this guy out for everybody that wants to watch me do it.
Absolutely. And I think about that too a lot. I'll be 26 this year. And, obviously everybody that fights wants to make it to the big show. I'll be 26. I haven't turned pro yet. And I've thought a lot about age too. And actually researching, I've noticed that a lot of the guys in the UFC, the average age is like between 30 and 33, especially with the champions. Guys like Robbie Lawler and them, there's some guys that are up there. So the window definitely isn't shut. And I think it's almost better to go to the UFC and the bigger leagues later in life because you're more mentally developed, like you said. Would you say that 30-year-old Mike Hernandez might be more mentally strong than 25 or 20-year-old Mike Hernandez?
I believe this Hernandez now is more ready than he's ever been. I'm not saying the 30-year-old Hernandez, I still wasn't ready for my last couple of fights when I was 30. But I believe now I am ready. I needed that loss. I needed to wake up. I needed to get my training right. And people say whatever. Say what they want about me. Think what they want about my ground game. They're going to see a new Mike Hernandez August 13th. And then everybody will jump back on the bandwagon. And everybody will be talking about me once again.
Yeah, that'll definitely... Mike Hernandez will be the subject of the conversation. That's definitely... definitely. Awesome.
Yeah, that's not the way. That's the reason I don't like. I don't like being inside. I don't like this feeling. I don't like people looking at me. I don't care about talking about fighting. Like people want to talk to me about fighting all the time. I really don't even like talking about it. I do it. I enjoy it. I love people watching me do it. But when I'm at the gym, when I'm out, I don't like talking about it. I'm like one of those people excited about talking about fighting. I have to do it every day. So I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm just trying to enjoy this fight. I'm fighting a UFC that I'm very excited about it. It's a guy that smacked me in my face. That makes it even more fun. And I get to do it in front of my hometown and his hometown.
And you get to get paid for it.
What's that?
And you get to get paid for it.
Yeah, and I get to get paid for it. But the money isn't even worth the money right now, but it's good enough. And I just, like you said, I just want to embrace this and enjoy it and do what I got to do right now as I'm doing it.
So
just train hard and put on a great show for all those people that are coming out.
So speaking of your training, run me through a typical day of your training. What does your day look like training for a fight with Johnny Bedford, title fight?
Training probably 2 days every day. Once Mondays I go lift, and then I go to Michigan Top Team, and we do striking, a nice little striking workout, all technique. Tuesday, tomorrow morning I got to wake up at 8:30. I do sprints and a bunch of cardio stuff in the morning, and then I go to Arena with Lee and Jared Brooks and all those phenoms at Arena.
Bunch of killers.
And then Wednesday, boxing with Kara Rowe, amazing boxing coach.
Yeah, Kara's great.
She's been with me for a while, and she's doing awesome. You know, she's an awesome coach. So I work with her Monday. I also work with her Monday. So I work with her Monday and Wednesday and Thursday. A lot of situation work, jiu-jitsu, and rolling, and a lot of jiu-jitsu. And Friday, sparring, jiu-jitsu. So that's my week. And then Saturday, I get a morning cardio workout, and then I try to rest Sundays.
Now this is a title fight. Title fight, so it's 25 minutes, correct? Have you been training for 25 minutes, or have you ever been in a 25-minute fight before?
I've really been past the first round, so no, I've never been through 5 rounds. I don't want to ever go through 5 rounds. I'm not counting on going through 5 rounds this fight, so I'm not really thinking about it. All I'm thinking about is having fun. I'm gonna have fun, and like I said before, I'm just gonna make sure my cardio is there. If I do have to go 5 rounds, so I'm working with the best cardio coach, David Reed. He's a good cardio coach. He's helped me a lot right now, and that's about it. James Lee, Kara Rowe, Michigan Top Team, and Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, that's all I'm working with right now. They're helping me out, and hopefully I can get this victory for everyone that's helping me and my teammates and my fans.
All right, well, I know you don't like to talk. You're a man of few words. You just like to get in there and fight. But if there was any message for Johnny Bedford, what would it be, if anything?
A message. He better wrestle the hell out of me, because he better not stand with me, because he will be put to sleep quick. Get your black belt out, and you bring your jiu-jitsu game, because he does not want to stand with me. So that's all I can say to him. Wrestle the shit out of me. That's all I got to say to him, because he's going to be put on his ass very early if he doesn't.
All right, man, bold words. I look forward to that fight. Any sponsors you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
RMH Construction, my brother's company, TMI Maintenance, Efficient Hauling Services, my Uncle Tommy's company, and just want to thank all the fans and everyone that still support me and believing in me, because you guys are awesome. Because all I want to do is believe in myself like you guys believe in me, and I know I will be fine in the sport.
All right, Michael, I wish you the best of luck. I thank you for doing this interview with us, and stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you in there in August.
Awesome, man. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna knock this guy out. I'm gonna knock him out.
I look forward to watching. Take care, Mike.
Later, bro.